I don't need a volunteer. I will ask Eunice to pray for us.
We are going to pray a prayer for the groundbreaking of this place. If you read Deuteronomy 8:18, the Lord usually commands you to trust Him with all your abundance. Yes? To trust Him with all your abundance, or whatever you're expecting, He should be the foundation. So we are going to lead it up to God. Can we pray? Father, in the mighty name of Jesus, we thank you for this foundation. We thank you for all the leadership that you've brought forth. For you are the one who chooses leaders. We pray that, Lord God, you uplift the leaders of this place. For if they lose a vision, then we have nothing to follow. We pray that, Lord God, you give them grounding. You give them strength. You give them a stronger foundation in you. We pray that, mighty God, you make this foundation your own foundation. For the word of God says that you're the cornerstone of every foundation. We pray that, Lord, you strengthen, provide, and give us speed. More than anything, let there be speed in all the projects, even the ones that are stuck, let there be speed. And also we pray that let there be preservation in anything that we touch to do as a group. Let it be preserved. Anything that comes as a snare to scatter what we have gathered, we render that powerless in the mighty name of Jesus. And we pray for total provision from every child, from every parent, from everyone who is participating in this group. We pray that, Lord, you let the rain of your blessing pour heavily upon them. In Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you very much, Ines. And thank you very much, everyone that has made it today. Today we are going to start by introducing ourselves because it wouldn't make sense if you're seated next to someone that you do not know. Let us introduce ourselves first. You will also tell us that, and then you'll also tell us what you do, because maybe your next client could be seated next to you. Thank you very much.
I'm from Olive School. I invest here. Today I came to view the foundation with my mom. That's all for now.
Yes, my name is Eunice Aber. I'm not only a pastor, as Daphne has introduced, but I'm also a businesswoman. I do a lot of sales, just like Daphne. We have something in common. That's why I love her. Yes, I do have products that I sell. If you need it, you'll get to me. And then I also do a lot of Airbnb. I am a lot in Airbnb. That's why I was interested in MCS to develop my brand. Yeah, especially in land and all that development that we are having right now.
You're all most welcome to this place. Joyce Basemera is my name, and I'm a business lady. I deal in stationery and other different things. Thank you so much for coming.
Good evening, everyone. Yes, Innocent Awumza is my name, and it is my first time here. I have been watching my friend's profile, Raizo, and yes, and I've even been seeing your pictures, Mr. Anthony. I've been seeing your picture. We have met before, so but I'm happy to be here, and I hope I will be a member. Thank you so much. Yes.
My name is Lamuno Jacqueline. I am a small investor here. I work with Parliament of Uganda, and it's my second time interacting with many of you here. I would like to sink my roots into most of the investments here. So I take part, small. I'm hoping to grow. I'm also a farmer, not so much into farming, but I own land that I hopefully will go into big-time farming. It's my pleasure meeting each of you.
I'm retired and would like to bequeath whatever I have when I die to my children through MCS.
Good afternoon, MCS members. Katimbo Sam, Director, Apple Clinics and Apple Charity Care Foundation in Uganda, and a proud member of MCS. Of course, I can't forget that. Yeah.
My name is Christine Kavoyo. I'm happy to be here, and I will come in this area because my apartments are opposite the school. So I'm going to tap this school to get clients.
Amen. Good evening, everyone, or good afternoon. Alex Nkabahona is my name. Retired professor, Makerere University. After retiring, I am into farming and research. And how did I come to know Mushana? MCS, yes. Through no other than Jason Mugabe. And when we met the first time, we were talking about business. The land in Zorobwe, those who have bought land in Zorobwe, that used to be my land. And after selling it to Mushana, I've never looked back, and I'm a full member of this community.
Also an investor in MCS.
I'm on Katawazi, working with the Public Service Commission and a close friend to Johnson. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Werejona Felix, and I'm a surveyor.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Tendo Maria. As of recent, I am a marketing lead for Kirli Mall. It's a Kenyan company, but I'm also a business person and also an events planner. How did I know Mushana? 2020 to 2023, my mother dragged me into Jay's office and forced me to buy land. And every time we speak, I keep telling her it's the best decision she ever made for me.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Mutesi Doreen. It's my first time here. I got introduced to MCS through a friend, Jason, and I'm very humbled to be here. I'm a lawyer by profession.
Welcome. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Agnes Rishaba. I'm a proud member of MCS and a shareholder. I got to know it through my sister and Jason. And I deal in cosmetics and real estate, and that's what brings me to Mushana. Have a good evening.
Good evening, members. My name is Charity Basime. I'm a member of Mushana. I'm a shareholder, part of the investment committee, and coordinating the Ruga project. My area of profession, I'm a housing expert in asset acquisition development and financial advisory. And when I joined Mushana, I felt I was at home. So let's put our resources, our knowledges together, and we grow together. Thank you.
My name is Stephen Mugabe. I'm into private work. I run a company called Matrix Capital. It handles financial services. Then I'm also a dairy farmer based in Gayaza, and I'm a member of MCS. I got to know MCS through social media, that is TikTok. Yeah, thank you so much.
Good evening. I am Kawesi Dennis. I am an accountant, an auditor. Yes, I do all those things: file returns, cleanup, accounting systems, and yeah, internal controls and compliance. I am a member of Mushana, still through Jason, and yeah, I'm very happy, and my wife too. Thank you.
I'm Katshawe Irene, a member of MCS, and I'm into healthcare. And I got to know about MCS through a neighbor of mine that is actually not here today. Thank you.
My name is Brian Martin Bebigumira. I do research, and I got to know about MCS through.
Yes, good evening, everyone. My name is Claire Musime Bakanga Babigumira. I got to know MCS through social media, that's TikTok. And I was very glad to meet Jason just yesterday. Thank you so much. And he gave me a very beautiful brief that has truly attracted me to this place. And I'm here to join with my husband, Brian. Thank you. Yes, I'm a tax collector and also events management. Thank you.
My name is Maurice Komjisha. I'm a member of MCS. I'm glad to be here today.
My name is Sonia Koheire. I came with my sister. She's a member of the MCS.
We welcome each and every one of you. Thank you very much for coming. Someone else didn't introduce themselves?
My name is Comfort Kundakwe and I'm MCS staff. We are glad to have you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Atsimi Letitia, and I work with MCS.
See, we are always seeing them registering themselves. There's another one here.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Kahimba Brian, and I'm a staff to MCS.
Good evening, everyone. My name is David Danson. I am a law student and I'm part of MCS.
Wow. It's very good to hear each and everyone's voice today. So, I'm going to invite our dear chairman so that he can welcome us. It's very important that he welcomes us when he already knows our names. So thank you very much for introducing yourselves. Let the chairman welcome us and then also introduce to us his team. Thank you.
We should be having more energy than that. It's a day of showing love and happiness and celebrating so many things. So let's be happier. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Yet another wonderful day here at MCS. And I will not really be here long because we have quite a number of things that we are going to be talking about. But in brief, my name is Ocheng Anthony. And I am happy to be the chairperson of the board of directors of MCS. And aside from being the chairperson of the board, I am also working in government, previously in the Ministry of Agriculture, the Ministry of Finance, and Makerere University, and also with Equity Bank, for some of you who know. So now I am focused solely on making sure that MCS achieves its objectives and grows more than what we have found. For those of you whom I think are attending this session for the first time, MCS last year celebrated 10 years of existence, scandal-free, and with contribution to all people who are part of MCS. So we have helped people to grow wealth, we have helped people to invest, we have helped people to save, and we have helped people who did not have homes to now have permanent houses as well. So it is a 10-year celebration of growth and development for MCS and its members. And at our 10-year celebration last year, which was attended by the Honorable Minister of State for Cooperatives, it was mentioned and confirmed that MCS, which started as a small group, has now built a portfolio of up to 30 billion Uganda shillings in cash and assets. So for our first-time members, I wish to encourage you that you may see young people in this MCS, but these are young people with brilliant brains and they are changing lives. So you are in the absolute right place, and I know that for sure you are also going to benefit in being part of MCS. I already introduced myself, but as chairperson of the board, I'll give you a little overview of what the board actually does. The board specifically oversees all operations of MCS, gives strategic oversight, and makes sure that we operate as an institution that believes in integrity and accountability. And so far, when I tell you that we have taken 10 years scandal-free, it means we are not doing such a bad job. We are really trying to do our best. But I don't do that alone. I work with a wonderful team of very talented individuals that have been selected by the shareholders to be able to spearhead the business on their behalf. And at this juncture, allow me, with great honor, to start introducing one of them. I will ask that you allow them a minute to come over here and also say one or two things about who they are and what they do. These gentlemen are gentlemen of high profiles, and I do not want to demean any one of them. I want everyone to say whatever they have to say right in front. And we have entrusted them also with committee leadership and overall business supervision of MCS. So I want to start by introducing our head of investments. Let's clap for him as he comes. The head of investments is in charge of these kind of projects and investment decisions that we take at MCS. So he's going to give you more about what he does as, you can come over here, as part of the committee.
Okay, thank you so much, our beloved chairman, our dear MD, the board, and to you, our investors. A very good afternoon to you. My name is Dr. Babutunga Charles. I work at Mulago National Referral Hospital, the Department of Hematology. And at MCS, I'm the head of investment and I'm the shareholder. So today is a very great day that we converge here to celebrate another milestone of our investment. Today we are in Chanja, Kungu, right? So where we are going to be in a few minutes to come, where we shall be launching a great project that I and you should be part, because we are saying this is generational wealth which we are talking about. This, as I've said, as a head of investment, I really work with committed individuals. And Chairman, if you allow me, I will introduce a few so that you know, as we make these investments, there is a team behind the curtains which sit, analyze, accredit, approve these projects so that we are able to put our resources in the right direction. One of them is Madame Basime Charity. Please stand up for recognition. She's a member of my committee and she has been supportive. Thank you so much, Madame Basime. On the same committee, there is our own chairman, Mr. Anthony Ocheng. Thank you. The same committee, there is our managing director, Mr. Jason. Please stand up for recognition. And we also have Engineer Raymond, who is not yet here, but he told me he's on his way. So ideally, the board gives a mandate to this committee to make strategic decisions, and today we are here to witness one of them. I want to assure you that your investment is very safe, and for us we are saying the future is today, and therefore we must make the first step if we want to walk 1,000 miles. So I encourage all of you, if you have not bought a share in MCS, If you are not yet a member, please, this is the best you can have at the moment. And as our slogan says, growing together. We don't want to leave anyone behind. Join us, let's move as a team, and I can assure you, at MCS, you are a winner. The word win, it is a three-lettered word, but there is I in between. So what does it mean that I and you, when we combine, now we win? So we don't want, I don't want to win alone. Please join us. Let's win together. Let's grow together. Let's invest together so that our future is bright. I thank you, and I wish you a nice celebration for the day.
Thank you so much, our director or head of investment. I think you're doing a wonderful job. You may kindly take your seat. Up next, we shall have our director for finance and administration to come and say a few words as well.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman. I want to welcome you all to this occasion to launch the MESU Academy. My name is Koroba Mark Raizo, and I head finance and administration at Mushana on the board. I sit with the chairman himself. He has great, skills in administration. And the MD himself. But my docket really takes all of you because the finance, each and everyone is involved. I call upon everyone to invest in this project. Like the chairman and head of investment have already said, our focus is to invest for generations. Like we always say, investing for generational wealth. So I call upon everyone and your workmates and friends, please, let's do this together as our slogan goes, growing together. I thank you all. Have a nice time.
Thank you, Director Mark Koroba. You know, accountants don't talk too much. They know a lot about figures. And I think he has proved us right as well once again. But he's doing a wonderful job as well, and we thank him for that. Straight away, we shall go to Madam Gloria. You're most welcome.
Good evening, everyone. Gloria Tumushabe, Treasurer MCS. Then apart from that, I work with the Public Service Commission. I'm actually very happy that today I'm here with one of my workmates, Amwen. So I welcome you all. Let's keep investing with MCS. We believe we are doing our best and we'll still keep doing the best with your support. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I don't know if she has mentioned that she's actually the funds manager. Did you mention that?
Okay, sorry about that, but I said I'm a treasurer, then a funds manager, and then still I head loans. Yeah.
Yes, those are more befitting titles. We shall also invite now an official member of the board who is the managing director to also say hello, but we shall give him a moment to also take us through the project later.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good evening, members. I welcome you all to Kungu. We are happy to have a neighbor who is our member and a serious investor. My name is Jason Mugabe, and I work as MD at MCS. I've been working with MCS for the last 10 years. Good evening and have a good time.
Those who follow protocol, ideally if the chairman is in the house, then the vice is not supposed to speak. Yeah, that's protocol. When the president is within, then the vice, you don't have to say anything. But I want to thank you, Chairman, for giving me a chance to speak to our investors. My name is Samuel Senfuma, RSU. I'm a registered surveyor of Uganda. I'm a hydrological surveyor. I work with Ministry of Water and Environment. And by grace of God, I'm Vice Chairperson MCS. The sky is the limit for us all. Thank you for trusting MCS with your money. And please, like we always say, don't be selfish. Spread the gospel, and we take the advantage of the power of numbers. The more we are, the more we shall conquer the business world in this country. Thank you very much. Feel at home. And please give us more money.
Thank you so much, Mr. Vice Chairperson. Mr. Vice Chairperson also won an award of being the best loan payer in our most recent awards. So he's leading by example. And at this juncture, allow me also recognize one of the board members, unfortunately, who's not yet here, our company secretary, Ms. Jill Chathaide. She's unfortunately unable to make it, but she's with us in spirit. So we recognize her hard work and presence also to the board. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason that I introduce these wonderful ladies and gentlemen to you is not to take time for you to hear their voices, but to know that MCS is an organized entity. And the reason we have all those wonderful gentlemen and ladies in different capacities is to ensure that this institution grows in health. This institution is checked and balanced at all times. That is why we have all those people that you see there. And I cannot take decisions alone. It has to be collective decision making. And when you see the head of investment talk of investment priorities, yes, you still have to leverage them and discuss them in depth before decisions are finally made. This is to protect your investments and to protect your money. We are not playing with people's resources. Here, we have a big job to ensure that, one, we live up to our word of making generational wealth and earning our shareholders and members passive income. It is not an easy job, but it is made easier by having systems that work, and we are within the legal frameworks that we operate in. So be rest assured that whatever you commit to MCS, we are grateful, but you are also sure that all that resource is going to be rightly used for you to be able to benefit for generations. I'm happy, Madam Vicky, may you stand up for just 1 minute. She mentioned that she's preparing her generational wealth to be taken over. But again, I want to also encourage you that Madam Vicky was our best investor of the year 2025. And to be a best investor, one has to partake in all the investment priorities that have been shared by MCS. And she did a wonderful job in hundreds of millions. So I am glad to say your future is secured, your children are secured, the children of your children are secured, and your all of them are secured. All because of your investment decision that you have made. So we thank you so much for taking that step forward. Thank you so much. You may take your seat. I want to also recognize all of you in your relevant capacities. I may not be able to break down each and every one of you, but I thank you all for taking the time to come and be with us here on the day of love, like I said. This investment that you are showing love today is going to show you love for the rest of your life. This investment that you are partaking in today is going to be a pillar for you to continue earning in the near future. We have big dreams for MESU Academy. Actually, the whole project is called MESU Education, and we are starting with the MESU Academy. After MESU Academy, we shall go into the secondary education, until we get to the level of tertiary education. Ladies and gentlemen, this investment is an investment that can change your life. Invest in this project and you will have nothing to look back to. You will always have passive income, and this is the first of its kind in Uganda, because the syllabus that we are going to be looking at in our education program is going to be the first in Uganda, and it is not going to be easily copied by so many people. So we are planning for the future, and I encourage all of us to be part of it. Even when I'm the chairman, I do not have all the technical knowledge to tell you about this project. We have people that we are working with who have vast experiences in these areas of education, of investment, and even of teaching. So one of them is with us here today. He is a consultant. He is a mega investor in this country. I will not break down the investments because some of you might get scared, but he's one of the big players in so many of the industries that we have today. So I want to invite Mr. Jimmy to come and tell us more about this particular project. And I think I am now operating like John the Baptist. I'm the one who baptizes with water, then someone comes with the blood, isn't it? So please welcome Mr. Jimmy to come and say a few words to us. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Is it off? Okay. Thank you so much. The leadership of MCS, the CEO, the chair, and the distinguished members present. It's such a great honor to have me here. But let me begin with this. First, to request whoever is here that we put our hands together for this team, because it is taking us in the right direction. Strategic focus is critical, is key, and we really want to thank them. Mbei is my name, an educationist. Mbei Jimmy. Mbei. I will explain later the details, that doesn't matter. Now, what you see today is I would say, a conclusion of the so many meetings, board meetings, people engaging and refining this idea that you see being given birth to today. It's not that today we are beginning our consultancy. No. We have been engaging with the team, and I know they have been doing that on your behalf, and I want to thank them so much because they have done really you well. Can we clap for them? This is how I take myself. Based on the issue at hand. I am at the intersection of theory and practice. Okay? You see, sometimes people are called in for these issues and then there's too much theory. But I want to tell you this. The leaders here, every morning, day in, day out, they are knocking on different doors, different places, because they want to refine the idea they have. I come to you from Maryland high schools. Okay? We operate international schools and also the local schools. And we have been and we have given them everything that they need. But for this meeting, this is what I will give. Why is this the right direction? Why international schools are becoming a top choice for smart investors. It's just that. Why? And here is why. Point one. Predictable cash flow. Parents pay tuition up front every year. That's what we have. They have visited, they have looked at our cash flows, and they know. That's point one. Point number two. Recession resilient. I would not use resistant. Resilient. Education often is the last thing families cut back on. Why? It is a non-negotiable household priority. And we all appreciate that, isn't it? A non-negotiable. And that's why, for us in this business, especially who have been here for long, we consider majorly three factors that are critical here. Three that underpin this educational investment that you're undertaking. Three. Number one, before I continue with the others, number one is the structural nature of its demand. Okay? Number two, the gentleman here has been introduced. Okay? Resilient revenue models. Once you have him on the team, okay? Structural demand, okay? And number three, very important, disciplined, and that's the key word. I will come back to it. Disciplined long-term capital stewardship. Those three underpin. Three. So it's very important that those at least are captured. We said why this is the right direction. I said predictable cash flows, that's number one. Number two, I said long-term commitment. The beauty with this field, and as they have observed, because they have been visiting, when a parent is with you, they are with you, and they are in it up to the what? Up to the end. That's the beauty. Operational revenue. Okay? Is what eventually will have you realize the EBITDA capex ratio. Okay? There's one thing to note, and this one I've discussed with the chair. This area here, whereas it's the best direction to go into, it is a high barrier to entry area. And I'll explain. High barrier to entry. It's not just easy that you begin an international school with IB or Cambridge. It's not just easy. It doesn't just come easy. That's the truth. Why? And why it's important, it's because I'm convinced, and like the members here also, that the I would say the structural integrity of an educational system is its curricula. Okay? Why? Because it's through it that you then achieve what you intend to achieve. That's important. But we must ask ourselves, there are so many international schools. They have been visiting us. What is it that they are offering that we want to offer? Because then that will be the what? The niche. And so I will start this way. That while we are going into this, we will still offer everything that all other institutions are offering in this category, but go an extra mile. If you do this, and here I summarize, if you do this, this is the gap. If you do this, you are there. This is the gap. Uganda and Africa more broadly is entering a defining generational moment. Please, here is very important. Substantial private wealth. Sorry about that. Uganda and Africa more broadly is entering a defining generational moment. Substantial private wealth, family-owned enterprises, agri-business empires, industrial ventures, and regional conglomerates are emerging at a large scale, and we all can see. When you move all over Kampala, even while we were driving here, you could see. Yet, a profound structural gap persists. And this is what the board here should be now getting into, if MESU is to stand out. Capital is being built faster than the human systems required to steward it across generations and project it globally. This is the gap. This is the gap. Capital is being built faster than the human systems required to steward it across generations and project it globally. History is unequivocal on this point. Wealth that is not accompanied by world-class education, values formations, global exposure, and institutional thinking rarely survives beyond 1 or 2 generations. And that is what we are coming, or what you should be coming to do what? To deal with. At the same time, the current educational landscape presents a paradox. And please listen to this. You see, I told you, we are both sides. The local schools excel in cultural grounding. They're doing this. They're trying. That's the truth. But often constrained in global exposure, systems thinking, leadership formation, and future-oriented competences. The truth, that's the truth. Now, the international schools, on the other hand, while offering global curricula, remain largely inaccessible to many local families building generational enterprises. I hope you are seeing the gap we're entering into. And are rarely designed with African legacy, continuity, and national building in mind. And this is what creates now the legacy vacuum. And that's what we are speaking to today. Children are prepared for local survival and merely global participation. You look at it this way from the AI. Look at just AI. And you see how disruptive it has been, even to education systems. It has got us off guard. We are running after it. Instead of us leading, we are running after it. And even at the universities, some of the professors don't know how to deal with it. They don't know how to deal with it. And personally, I'm involved in developing a model for AI integration for higher education, okay? We're trying to develop a model. Why? Because you see, we have a challenge. Workforce preparedness, conceptualized as a pre-implementation condition that is institutionally produced, okay? You are having people running after tools, after tools, after tools, when in the actual sense, we should be producing people who are behind in getting these tools here. Now, the people who are putting these tools together, we don't know what their intentions are, okay? And yet we are busy rushing for these what? Tools. And we're saying, no, we need to build now, beginning from where? Home. We need to begin from where? Here. That means the core problem is not mere academic outcomes. But in this, we have an existential threat. And the question is, who will carry forward the billion shillings enterprises being built now? Who? It's who? And how are we preparing them? Who will govern the family wealth responsibly across generations? Who will integrate business, ethics, science, technology, healthcare? And as he has indicated, the chair, MESU, I think it's going to be a continuum, isn't it? Because you said primary, secondary, university, and then you hospital? That's it. That's it. So, education systems that treat schooling as transactional service rather than a legacy infrastructure. As I conclude, if this project, Mr. Chair, is going to succeed, then it must focus on these. 1, wealth and wisdom. The two must go in. Number 2, enterprise and education. Then, most important, and that's what everybody was speaking to, individual achievement and generational continuity. I mean, people have had here and elsewhere, people have achieving. That's individual achievement. But generational continuity. Then lastly, local success and global leadership. How do we educate children not just to pass exams, but to carry civilizations forward? That's what MESU should be. MESU. As I conclude, lastly, MESU. This is how, in conclusion, MESU, M. Let us write M, and I sit. Mission anchored vision for M. E, educational model and curriculum integrity. That's what we are going for. S, systems, scalability, sustainability. And lastly, U is Uganda, context aligned. Uganda, context what? what better way to spend such a special day? What better way to spend such a moment here than either doing this, doing that, and doing, but most important, helping us invest in education, build a legacy with compounding impact. With compounding impact. Thank you for listening to me, and may God bless you.
Let's give another round of applause to our consultant. And I am happy that he has used very dangerous terms in his speech. How many of us thought the English was too much? Eh? Aha, they are friends of ours here. Usually when the chairman talks, you say, I think this man is not complicated enough. But when you see that coming from an educationist, it means serious business. So we need that fused with whatever we have to say as well. So you will forgive the consultant for being very technical in his presentation, but I am sure a lot of you people have also learned quite a lot from what he has said. But his call to action really is, I think, one or two things that we can take out from that. Is one, he is giving us a green light that the project that we are implementing is the way to go. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the way to what? To go. So in all that English, without demeaning your presentation, sir, I am just summarizing that it is the way to what? To go. With a lot of English, which I was admiring and smiling, but some places getting lost, but I'm happy that he has presented. I think, Professor Ankabahona, you are listening closely. So what we are going to do with this project, like my senior colleague has mentioned, he did not want to tell you, he's one of the directors of the Great Maryland schools. They have an international arm which is called MESU, Maryland International School, Uganda, and then the Maryland Academy, and I think a primary section as well. So, and another campus. So to have a person of his caliber here is very humbling for us as MCS, but it also shows that we are moving with the right people. We are talking, we are part of the International Owners Association of Uganda, International Schools Owners Association of Uganda. And I can tell you, being in that room alone is almost intimidating. People are talking billions of dollars, millions of dollars. And then there is us, who are coming with our several millions of dollars. And they are also intimidated by our vision. So you can see. So we are not also a joking subject. When we sit on the same table with the Sudirs, we sit on the same table with the Marylands, they are impressed because where we are starting from, they could not even imagine when they were starting. So they are looking at a dynamic group which is really making strides, which is better than how they started. So they can only imagine that in 10 years, if these guys are starting like this, how will they be? Now, for you as an investor, this project gives a lot of hope. We have people who are investing to take their children to international schools. And then there is many of us who are in this room who may be interested in the returns that come from international schools. The minimum amount of money that a child in an international school pays is $5,000. $5,000, give or take, is about 18 to 20 million shillings. Now, if you have 500 students, someone help me with that mathematics. If you have 500 students times $5,000, and then you less about 40% for operations, it means we have quite a good margin for development needs, but also to make our shareholders happy. Ladies and gentlemen, why wouldn't you invest in such a thing? This is an investment that you are sure in every quarter you have a return. Every 3 months, investors of the school project will be earning their dividend. As of this year, we are already preparing. In May, we are going to be declaring very handsome interest for our shareholders, which will be probably above market value. Why? Because at MCS, we also believe that through our collective investments, we are able to achieve much more. So our dividend for this year is going to be very impressive, and it will make you guys happy. That one I am sure. Going forward, the dividends that will be, this is the first project that will be having quarterly dividends. Why? Because going to school is every 3 to 4 months. And we do not want to keep our investors waiting for the whole year for us to give dividend. At the end of the term, we shall balance the needs of the school, balance the portfolio that we have to pay for, balance the staff that we have paid, balance the operational costs, and we sort out the investors. On top of that, we have told you that we are going to be having the secondary section as well. And the secondary section will also continue providing passive income for our members. So you have a carefully planned financial legacy that you will be preparing for, that you will benefit from, that your children will benefit from, and the generations to come. And the school curriculum, we are looking at what we are calling IB. IB is the International Baccalaureate. That one, I don't know if I've said it very correctly. That word is very interesting also. But I know my English is not so bad. The International Baccalaureate is the highest educational standard in the world, not in Uganda. And in Kampala here, we are yet to see an institution that offers the IB curriculum. What we have is the Cambridge, the American Standard, the UNEB, and so on and so forth. But at the beginning, we shall, have, because the requirements for the IB are a bit extreme. Actually, as we speak, those schools are in the schools that you have heard in Switzerland, where the richest of the rich take their children. Those are the IB curriculums. So it is not a joking subject. But because of your investment, we are able to start discussing at that level. So the IB structures, you've heard of where they take children to Switzerland and they are paying $20,000. And the rest of the rich men cannot even afford. We have in Kenya here, there's one called Ituri. I had the opportunity of going with one of my former bosses to Ituri in Kenya here, offering the IB. And we went with a very expensive vehicle. Very expensive what? And when we reached there, we were among the poorest. People had come with choppers. Instead of a car park, you see from here, for about 2 kilometers, they are only. Now, that is the standard we are talking about. So for you as an investor, once you look at owning piece of such a school, how is your retirement going to be? Yeah? We are tired of sending our children abroad and they come back with mannerisms not acceptable to us. So let us, instead of sending our children abroad, let us create what they are looking for abroad and bring it here. So that the child grows while knowing your traditional language, and we promote culture. Other than going to pick up certain cultures, by the time they come back, they cannot even fit within the country. You find them here, they either become depressed or they want to go back there. Now, you, a parent who has worked very hard to build something in your life, you have amassed quite a lot of investments in agriculture, in banking, you have invested in MCS. Imagine your child just coming and says, no, me, I can't stay in Uganda, and liquidates all that and goes back. How will you feel? So what we are creating is we are bringing such a school here to help us promote our culture, but also to teach children not only to look for jobs, but to create and continue the wealth that has already been prepared for them. So, ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture, I think I want to hand over back the microphone to the MC, and then she will take us on from there. We shall have a question and answer session, and I will nominate our wonderful MD, Mr. Jason Mugabe, who will handle the Q&A session. So that each of us, for him, he has not talked. The rest talked, isn't it? And he's also part of the board. So he will also have his moment to interact with you. So we can't thank you enough, but I want to really give you assurance that these investments that we are doing here are hundreds of futures ahead of us. And to invest in this project, it is only purchasing at least one share at 1 million shillings. This project is open to up to $10 million. $1 million, $2 million, but because we did not want to isolate anyone, we want to have our members participate so that when we build this school, after 5 years, you can't come here and you are in regret. That is why we are putting the share price to be at least 1 million shillings for every member to be able to purchase at least a what? A share. But it is not limiting you to that one share. It is from one share up to millions of dollars that you can manage to partake. Are we together, ladies and gentlemen? So I want to hand over back to our wonderful MC. She didn't receive a hand clap. Let's give her one. Yeah? And thank you so much.
Thank you very much, our chairperson. To be honest, we've made very many decisions as MCS, but choosing Mr. Ocheng as the chairperson has been one of the best decisions that we have made. Because as you can see, yes, please give him even a bigger hand clap because he has done a wonderful job. And as you can see, he knows what he's talking about. He's very, very informed. And that's why I tell you, the leaders that we have and the leaders that we have chosen and the leaders that are on the board that you see here that introduce themselves, they are all very, very highly educated, highly equipped with the knowledge about investment. And that is why they were elected in by shareholders. And that is why we really, really appreciate them and we uphold their contribution, and we're really grateful for your contribution to this. And we know they really go through a lot to actually make sure that this is standing and we are going and we are moving on smoothly as a cooperative. So at this very moment, and I would like to remind you once again, for those who are not aware, you can actually become a school owner. This international school that is going to be lining up choppers here, like the chairman said, you can become an owner of this school from as low as 1 million Uganda shillings. And by the way, 1 million Uganda shillings, I noticed the other day that, I went to a hotel in Kampala. I was trying to celebrate something and I said, can you people bring me a bottle of champagne? I looked at the list, the price, it was 950 something. I said, you know what, never mind. I was just passing by, just bring me tea. Just bring me tea, I'll use that 1 million to invest in a school because that is a better investment. Because if you buy that bottle, very high chances are it's not going to make it out of the hotel. I mean, you probably pass by the washrooms before you go. So I really encourage each and every one of us. Today is a day of love. Today is a day of celebration. If no one has celebrated you, it is okay, okay? You can celebrate. Joy, someone is going to celebrate you very soon. Just keep the hope high. It's not yet evening. Someone is going to celebrate you. So if no one has celebrated you and you still have some hopes, maybe before evening, yeah. Our deputy chair has just given Joyce a rose. Oh, by the way, the roses on the tables are yours. So if no one has celebrated you today, you can just pick a rose on the table and and just feel celebrated and feel nice. So happy Valentine's Day to all of you, if I hadn't said it. And I hope that you celebrated your loved ones. Don't wait to be celebrated. You can also celebrate someone. And we felt like what a better way to celebrate love than to start love, you know? Because if you love your children, then you will make investments that will benefit them in future. And they say, for God so loved the world that he gave his only son, meaning that there is no love if there is no giving. So you must be in a position to give. And don't just always wait to receive. Be in a position to give back to your future, give to your children, give to your grandchildren a future that they're going to really be proud of. So make an investment now and secure a future for your children and your great-grandchildren. Because a good man is one who leaves an inheritance for his children. Otherwise, you will not be a good man if you do not make these kinds of investments. So the chairman already went through all the projects that we have here at MCS, we have very many portfolios here at MCS, from education to, yes, we have very many portfolios here at MCS, from education to fixed savings to, we have the most attractive interest rates on our fixed savings. We have target savings where you can earn 15%. And also we have one where you can earn 25%, that's GWC. So some of you have already joined, but that one is for the people who can save. The lowest amount you can save is 120 million Uganda shillings, and you earn 25%. Trust me, there is no bank that is going to give you that. So you come and put your money here, we shall invest it for you, and then we shall give you your return on investment at the end of the day. We have a commercial goat farming project where you can invest from as low as 2.2 million Uganda shillings for 2 female goats, and a maximum of 10 female goats at 7 million Uganda shillings. And you all know what farming is and how goats multiply. You're able to also either grow your own goat empire, but also get to earn passive income through the farming. We have savings accounts. You can actually open accounts with us and save your money, especially if you want to put your money somewhere and forget it. We can also do that for you. We can help you forget that money when you invest with us. And also we have land saving projects. Buy land from us or save as you get land. What do I mean by land saving? You can actually pay, you don't have to pay the full amount. Every time we advertise for land, you don't have to pay the full amount. You can pay the amount that you have, and we normally give a payment period of about 6 months, which very many people do not give. So if we can give you an allowance of 6 months to finish your land payment, then really why shouldn't you become a landlord here in Uganda? Because we do have very many projects, and then we have one of our beautiful projects, the affordable housing, where we help people to develop their houses, because most of our, actually, we could expect and we could have actually very big numbers, but most of our members are in the diaspora, and we realized they used to buy land and they would take long to develop this land. So we developed a project where we can actually help them develop their land so that they are able to work as they send in money, and we take care of their houses, and we construct their houses, and we manage their sites, so that by the time they come back to fully finished houses. You've been seeing on our social media places and on our YouTube, we've been talking about projects like Zero Way, Katosi, and all these are wonderful projects, and we have more coming like Shira and Garuga. Those are even going to be even more massive. They are going to be complementing our international school. I mean, if we are selling houses of 600 million Uganda shillings in Garuga, clearly, yes, we are going to be international, like our school. So I'm really, really glad that we get to walk, you get to walk this journey with us, and you get to be part of us. Our membership fee is only 100,000 Uganda shillings. You can buy one share at a minimum of one share at 1 million, but you can also buy more shares. So you can either build on that, and we also have clusters in shareholding We have the shareholder that is going to buy 1 share. We have the shareholder that is going to buy 100 shares. That is the Elite Club. We have shareholders that are buying over 500 shares, and that is the gold class. We also have platinum, 1,000 and above. And yeah, we also have blue diamond, 1 million US dollars. Please come and invest with us. And please don't laugh. There are very many people that have all that money out there, and they are willing to invest this kind of money. So we are hoping that as we grow, as we take shape, the fact that you have been with us, and most of you have been with us from way back, you can already see the growth, and that is why our slogan is growing together. We have decided to make an effort to grow together, and let us keep spreading this gospel to our friends, to our relatives, because actually if you love someone, you need to tell them about MCS, because there's no one that has discovered MCS and their lives have remained the same. A lot of things will change about you once you discover MCS. Not only will you find a family that is hard-headed on investment, but you'll also find a family that you can grow with, a family that is going to challenge you, a family that is you're going to look at people saving money and you say, what do I have to my name, okay? And therefore you start thinking in that direction. A friend of mine recently asked me, where do we get that money? Where do you get all that money to save? And I said, the same question they used to ask me, they still do, of course, because I'm still in the travel industry. The same question they used to ask me, where do you get all those trips to go to? It's because I am in the space. So when you're in the space of travel, somehow traveling will find you. So when you're in the space of investment, somehow money will find you. And you'll be able to make the right investments because you have intentionally put your mind on the investment, and it just keeps playing in your head. And that means every single thing that you do, when you get your money, you don't quickly think about running and spending it. You think about investing it because that's what has been playing in your mind over and over again. So I'm really grateful for each and every one of you that is part of this. So I'm going to call the MD. As you can see, we normally don't have a whole lunch break because of time, so we shall be having a working lunch. They'll bring your lunch to your table, and then you can eat as, this is lunch or dinner? Evening something. They'll give an evening barbecue to you, and then you can enjoy. So I'm going to call our MD. He's going to come here and probably enlighten us. He's the vision bearer. He packages these things a little bit better than all of us, and I really hope that he can give us more light on MESU Academy so that, we can start this journey of excelling together. And then he's also going to take up some questions, whether through our consultant or through him himself, because most of these questions he does know the answers to. So I will invite him here so that he can take over the next session. And after his speech, we shall do the groundbreaking because he is the one supposed to lead us into that activity. And then we shall do the next activity afterwards. So thank you, MD. Kindly come and take the floor. So I'm going to call our MD. He's going to come here and probably enlighten us. He's the vision bearer. He packages these things a little bit better than all of us. And I really hope that he can give us more light on MESU Academy so that, we can start this journey of excelling together. And then he's also going to take up some questions, whether through our consultant or through him himself, because most of these questions he does know the answers to. So I will invite him here so that he can take over the next session. And after his speech, we shall do the groundbreaking because he is the one supposed to lead us into that activity. and then we shall do the next activity afterwards. So thank you, MD. Kindly come and take the floor.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, once again. I surely have nothing to say. All has been said by our consultant and our dear chairman. I am just here to take up your questions. If you have any question, I'm here, I'm ready to answer. And maybe someone will help me move the microphone to members. Yeah, there is a question. Definitely can come and help.
You said the EBITDA versus capex is 3? Okay, but EBITDA is its term is earnings before interest, tax, depreciation, amortization. But let's leave that out. It is the income you get from your core business activities, the money you get. If it's a school, it is the money you get, the income you get from students or learners that pay. Capex is capital expenditure. So capital expenditure is investment, the money, the amount of money you put in, for example, to buy land or build or buy a school van. Yes, so that is money, the current, the income you get from your daily core business, which is learners, versus the money you are spending in either on school van or expansion of the buildings and land. So if it is high, you are making money. And the number you gave us was high. So I just wanted to explain so that people understand that the money you're getting from the school itself versus the money you're going to put in is high. So it's a viable project. So I just wanted to tone it down.
I just wanted to give you briefly just a small story of, a reason why I joined MCS. When I was introduced to MCS, I first did my due diligence. And this is for new members. I think you have heard for yourselves why this team is a great team that you have to believe in. And I think we should give them another applause, led by the chairman. I first did my research on all of you. Then I believed. Now, when I see the vision, it makes me even believe more in MCS, MESU, whatever, that language. Personally, during my career time, I dealt a lot in figures, collecting taxes and all those things. And I didn't want to know much about what is in the background there, but I know what is going on somehow because of my training. So I encourage everyone to join. Please, don't look at today. Look at 5 years from today. Daphne gave you an example of a champagne of 1 million. Why should you spend 1 million to buy a champagne? Why not bring it here and wait for 5 years or so? I have children whom I took to international schools. I know what it means because I had to even sell a house to take them out. But now it is here. Even those international schools which are here now, I know, I have done my research also. You said 5,000. 5,000 is minimum. True. But even that 5,000, when it is just next door here, you can negotiate with the whatever. But there, where they pay 5,000, you cannot even negotiate. But if this is our thing, you can easily survive and still bring your children to a level of education that we want. But my question again is, you are talking of from tertiary to university with an international medical whatever. Are all those things going to be built at once, or they are going to be in the continuum for some time? Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much. I don't have to invest again. Also, what's the projected time for when the school will be active, also, we've seen a lot of schools, it's all merry and celebrations until, if we've seen examples of Seta High, these are some of the best schools, or rather in my days, it was one of the best schools. And the recent occurrences have been ongoing, kids dying or whatever. Have all these issues been addressed before we actually go ahead and invest in something like this? Is this all covered?
My question is towards the location of this beautiful project. If the groundbreaking is here, it means the project is taking place here. Do we have enough space? Our neighborhood could be good, but do we have enough space to attract? Thank you.
Another question? Anyone? Oh, yes, I'll come back.
As a young man, I may not be able to raise as much for the shares. And I'm just wondering, assuming I raise just money for 3 shares, is there a chance to raise my shares like maybe after 2 years? Or the other thing is, assuming I raise the money for the 3 shares at the moment, what will be the returns on investment? Will there be a difference in the returns of investment after, let me say, I raise more after a year or 2 years? That difference. Thank you.
Sorry, maybe lastly, MD, as an investor, I would also want to know, have you done enough homework? For example, as an investor, I might want to bring my kid to the academy, but how many don't you think some investors will feel cut out, or some members will feel cut out based on the ideal curriculum that you're going for? Because if you're saying someone's paying $5,000 a term, how many shareholders or how many members will be able to participate? Because I want to think that your target market starts from home, then you branch.
Madam Mary Vincent, your question was, are we going to build all the schools? Because this is a legacy, we are building a legacy, education legacy. We are starting from primary to university. And also looking at a teaching hospital. The reason why we are looking at that, it's because, like Chairman and the consultant said, we are looking at buildings, an international school of IB curriculum. IB is the top most curriculum in the whole world, not Cambridge and not our UNEB. So once we do IB, are we able to send our children to other secondary schools? That means we must have a secondary school. And we must have a university. You get it, eh? The reason why we are doing that, it's because we are looking at generational wealth. Preserving our generational wealth, building generational wealth, and taking it on for generations. You have seen most of our rich people here, when they build empires, the moment they die, they go with their empires because they have failed to train their children to take on these empires. And the only curriculum which can handle that for them, it is IB, not the Cambridge, because most schools here are doing Cambridge and the Christian curriculum. But the IB is going to train your child in management and entrepreneurship. For management, that means we are looking at training our children to manage, grow our businesses. If our businesses have been on national level, these children are going to take them to global level. You get it? Eh? So we are looking at nurturing our children to be in a position to take over our empires. And with that, we are looking at starting with a primary. From primary, we go to secondary, then to university. But we are not going to build them at a go. We are starting with a primary school.
I hope I've answered that. Then I'll go to Maria. So Maria, her question was, have we done enough prep? Yes, we have done. We have done research, and we are still doing research. That's why we have a consultant here, and I believe we are taking a right way. When it comes to challenges with schools about the security and the challenges you have mentioned about students dying, those are challenges. Like you failing to buy a car because people die. You get it, eh? Because of accidents. Oh, you also asked about you as an investor. You feel you are going to be left out. We are going to run a dual curriculum. That means we have a UNEB, our local UNEB, and also have Cambridge, as we also build IB. Because IB is a very expensive venture, that's why in Uganda we have a few. There are a few schools trying it. I may not mention the names, but we have about 2 of them. And in East Africa, like Chairman mentioned, a certain school in Kenya. I'm avoiding to mention names because of copyright and the issues I may. So that school in Kenya, you'll find most of our rich people take their children there. One politician was, he was on radio and saying, when you go to Uganda Airlines, every day, some children fly to Kenya every day to go to that school. So that is what you're looking at. We're looking at training our children in that line, because we realize when people get money and they build these empires, they try to send their children to those schools abroad. But when they send schools abroad, these children get disconnected from Ugandan lifestyle. So when they come back, they will not be able to fit in here. You have sent them abroad to go and study and be able to take on your empire. But when they come back, they feel they cannot stay in Uganda. And you will have wasted your money, and you won't be achieving what you really wanted to achieve. So that's why we are looking at building this international school here, so that we are able to solve that challenge. You have seen most of the empires collapsing just because a founder died. Then when it comes to location, I think this came from Jacqueline, about the space and the size of the land we have. Yes, the land, of course, we are hoping to keep expanding. The land we have is enough for us to start. Like you see, this land starts from where we are seated, maybe a bit behind, and where the parking, the downer plot, and the upper side. So this space is enough for us to start as we keep expanding. But also, like we said, the vision is to build from primary to university. We shall also looking at building other campuses in different locations. Because if you are to build a secondary school, it won't be here. But also you do multiple campuses for multiple curriculum. Because we are looking at UNEB, Cambridge, and IB. Yes. Then another question was about, I think this came from, I didn't get your name, but I'll answer, about shares, raising shares. For shares, you are able to pay in installments. In installments, in multiples of 1 million. So you can pay up to $1 million US. That's Blue Diamond. And of course, you can also invest in multiples of $1 million US. But for the start, you can start paying 1 million for one share, keep increasing your share holding. And the return on investment, I think this question was also asked by Maria. Maria also asked about when is the school starting paying dividends. Did I get it right? Yes, so for the school, first of all, when you are buying shares in MCS, not only in the school. So when you buy shares, you are buying in the entire MCS. And for MCS, it has been running for the last 10 years with multiple portfolios. So we have portfolios already running and doing well. And once you buy shares, you start earning every year. So the projects that will be paying, the portfolio that will be paying shares, those are portfolios that are already running and performing. And once the school is established, that's when it will start paying. And that means you start earning better. Because we are looking at building passive income, generating passive income for all shareholders. And once these projects, the schools, the factories and industries we are looking at, once we establish and start generating income, we shall be paying our dividends on a quarter basis. Because what we are looking at is to build passive income for members. We all need our members to live on passive income. So don't worry about the dividends. The dividends will be coming in every year. Starting this year, we are declaring dividends on our AGM, which is coming in May. And members who were already shareholders in 2025, they will be getting their dividends. Then every year we shall be declaring dividends. Our financial year starts on 1st January and ends 31st December. So that means every 31st December you'll be getting dividends for the previous year. Do you have any other question? Yes, please.
There was a question,
Yes.
that if you are a member of MCS, because it seems there are many different projects, that if you are a member of MCS, you also qualify to continue with the, I mean, like not paying any other money for MESU Academy.
Okay, let me answer. Okay, yes, I think I had missed that. So I already said, once you buy shares, you purchase shares with MCS, you have purchased shares in all projects. That means you can only increase on your shares. But if you have one share, you're already a shareholder in a school and other projects. Yes. Okay, risk-free. Yeah, that's a good question. Now, when we talk about, I believe you have not heard us talking about we are going to earn profits or interest. We are talking about dividends. Now, dividends, when we talk about dividends, it means you are sharing the risk and the profit side. You're getting it? And this shouldn't scare you. You see, you are investing. You see, the land where we are seated right now, those who invested in 2022 and 2023 haven't received their dividends, right? That means they have invested, patiently waiting, growing their money. And you can imagine they bought their share at 50,000? 50,000, right? But now a share is at 1 million. You're getting my point. Why? Because what they invested in was used for us to buy this land. Huh? This land here you see. Now, if we bought this land in 2023, it has been appreciating. Huh? If we bought it 100 million, maybe now it could be around 300 million. Huh? That means their money has appreciated. You're getting me? So when you purchase shares, you are investing. And who was asking about when is the school starting paying dividends, it's because you know this is a long-term project. You can imagine from purchasing land, you are looking at construction, then you start bringing in students. It is going to take us about 3 or 5 years for us to break even. Not even breaking even, to start earning, for the school to start generating income. But also, that's why we also looked at it and said, okay, if you are investing in this project, you are not able to wait for the next 5 years for you to earn dividends. So you can earn dividends from other portfolios that are already performing. That is real estate, agriculture, and financial services. But when the school is established and starts generating revenues, and we start earning, we shall be paying better dividends. Yes. Yes.
I have two questions.
Yes,
These shares, are they unlimited? What if someone wants to say, I want like 20% of MCS? Is there a way of completing it? You know, that's question number one.
Okay.
Then, if the share is 1 million and I bought, let's say, 10 shares,
yes,
and I probably want to liquidate 1 or 2 shares, is that possible? Can I say, you know what, I have this and this, I need to liquidate 1 of my shares? Is that possible? Then the third one, the shares again. If I buy my shares, what does MCS give as something tangible? You know, something to go and I know I can, since it's generational, can I have something where I can be handing over to my children and grandchildren? Oh, my mother. Yeah, so 3 of those.
Okay, so thank you. So the first question was about the limitation. First of all, we have clusters. I think Chairman and Daphne talked about it. Cluster 1 is where you are able to invest at least 1 million, and that was done because we want to involve every member. So you start with 1 million, and we have what we call Elite. You have seen I'm already pinned. Huh? This is my pin. This means I've invested over 100 million. But this pin here is for 500 million. Huh? I also have another one for 1 billion, 2 billion. I never wanted to scare you. Because so I want to also associate with other people, but me, I think I'm diamond because I've invested over 2 billion. But your question, we already have what we call Blue Diamond. Now with Blue Diamond, you're able to invest $1 million US, right? And that means you can invest in multiples of $1 million US. That's why Mr. Chairman was saying you can invest up to $10 million US. At least by the time you invest that amount, we shall have thought about something else. So the limitation, don't worry, because we have up to that level to accommodate you, Mr. Sir. If you come with $10 million, we shall now start thinking how to accommodate people of your caliber. When you come with over $10 million, we shall be talking about limitation now. You see, with a cooperative model, a cooperative is, first of all, we have strategies. This business is run on strategies. With a cooperative model, we keep welcoming everyone who is interested. That means we have no limit. Every time we reach our limit, we just increase. Because it is a cooperative, it's a circle. Huh? It's a circle, and ours is unique because we are not limited to any institution. Because you see, cooperatives or circles, there must be a common bond in terms of it must be a community, let's say border riders, people coming from one village or an institution, and it's a staff circle or cooperative, or farmers doing same crop, like maybe coffee farmers, and you get it, eh? But you see, our cooperative is open to everyone who fits within our objectives and the vision. So for us, we're open as long as we're able to bring good ideas with us and also invest. I think that one is well answered, but the clusters, I don't know how much you're looking at investing in. We're open and we welcome the funds up to $10 million US. Yes, and by the way, of course, like I told you, those who bought shares first, they bought them at 50,000, and now it is 1 million. But of course, they are also patient. They have been patient for 3 years before they earned dividends. Then the second question was, how do you liquidate some of your shares? We have someone who liquidated some of the shares. I will not speak. Now, in a cooperative model, if you are to liquidate shares, you get someone to buy your shares, right? Or if MCS is able to buy off shares, we can announce, and we announce to everyone that we shall be buying off shares for those who want to liquidate. So when you buy shares, we give share certificates. Previously, we were only issuing share certificates to people, the elite club, people with 100 shares and above. But all members are going to be issued with share certificates. Yes. Then transfer of shares, yes. You do transfer. That is, you can transfer, you can liquidate, you can sell shares, you can transfer, as long as you have someone you want to transfer shares to. Yes. Do you have any other question? We have, I think the MC forgot to inform you, we also have a place of convenience just behind there. If you don't die, and assuming we are in the bush. So today is a Valentine's Day. I would like to wish you a happy Valentine's Day. We have some wine, some whiskey. We celebrate you. Thank you for believing in us and buying into our ideas. Today we are groundbreaking for our education legacy. I say this is a legacy because we are not just looking at a primary school. We are looking at building a primary school, secondary, university, and a teaching hospital. Why a teaching hospital? Because there's no way, okay, there are companies and families we look up to, for example, Aga Khan. When you look at Aga Khan legacy now, primary, secondary, university, teaching hospital. So that is what we are looking at. Even our own deal has done it. See, he has primary, international schools, secondary, university. So if you take this route, that's where you. We have other. I think even SETA, someone mentioned SETA, they now have a SETA University. And you can see they are from primary, SETA High to SETA University. So that's the direction we're taking. And of course, this is generational wealth. And the reason why we are looking at IB, it's because we want to build generational wealth and our children take over for generations. So if I have no any other question, maybe I'll take back the microphone to the MC for the next program.
Now, I'm wondering what measures you have gotten into place based on the different occurrences, of course, in our country and all that, but what measures are there that are going to enable us as members or shareholders to be able to have a sustainable, sustainable dividends given out every year or every other time that you're going to be giving them out?
Thank you. That's a very tricky question. Yeah, but that's the reason why we're here, by the way. Because you see, if we established all these institutions and they start paying, they start generating income, believe me, you'll be having a stable income, and we shall be paying dividends to shareholders. But we are not only doing this, we are into agriculture. You know, we are setting up different farms, coffee farms, goats, and we're also looking at cocoa and other farming activities. Then we're also looking at value addition. Value addition. So value addition, I will take you to the route of why we are doing goats. If we're able to open up different cafes and restaurants to add, before we even look at exportation, but we can also add value by opening up cafes, and because this is like a club, you know. I know, Maria, you must have gone to Kampala Club and other clubs. Even the beaches, most of the beaches you see are owned by clubs. You may find they are exclusive to a certain club of people, but it generates revenues. So starting up restaurants and cafes or beaches, it is also one way of looking at stable incomes for the cooperatives. But we are also investing in financial services, where a number of you heard our deputy chairman was the best loan payer in 2025. That means we are also doing financial services where we get good return on investment. I mean, markups where we are able to pay dividends. Then we are into real estate development.
Apologies. The reason that's why I asked that question
Yes.
was because most of the things that we're investing in are long-term.
Long term, yes.
Not
Yes.
immediate. So that's where my confusion, all my questions coming through.
That's a very good question. We are doing long term, but you see, we have a diversified portfolio. We have real estate that's selling and buying land. You know that is not long term. And most of our projects are 6 months. And the reason why we do 6 months, because we want always to conclude those projects before the year ends so that we're able to get dividends to pay our shareholders. And that's a very good performing portfolio for us, which is doing well. That one, I don't have to explain because you know. It's doing well, and we are getting some good profits. That's why we are able to have other groups like GWC and TGF, where you are paid good returns on investment. So the real estate, which is performing well, is helping us a lot for us to be able to grow. And because we know you cannot just rely on one portfolio, like real estate, where you can get one problem and you go to zero, go back to zero. That's why we're trying to diversify. You diversify the risk. And maybe before we get any challenge with the real estate, the land sector, maybe our coffee will have grown and we start earning dividends from there. Then from coffee, we're also looking at value addition. We are now into goat farming, which is a very good venture and is already paying. Then we are now looking, we also have financial services. All those are not long-term and they are paying very well. That's where you will be earning dividends for a start before the long-term projects are established and they start paying. Any other question? Yes, please. Yes, like I mentioned, we have, first of all, we have agriculture. And maybe I can tell you, I was told you work with Naro. Yes, we shall be, we need your services anyway. But we are into agriculture, where we have collective investment schemes under that sector. We help our members to collectively invest in agriculture, coffee, goat farming, cocoa, and we are not only doing that, we are also looking at venturing into value addition. For now, we are still at farming level. We are establishing different farms, but the aim is to look at value addition. Then we also have real estate. Real estate, we have two sectors. We have one where members are able to benefit from economies of scale. They buy plots at almost half price of market value. And our nature has been always for our members to invest with us and earn 100% return on investment. And that's why we try as much as possible for them to have all these properties almost at 50% of the market value, so that once they put them on the market, they're able to earn 100% return on investment. So the land sector, you are able to benefit from there. That means if you invest with us, you buy land at 10 million, you're able to sell it at 15 or 20 million. And that's one. And then also help our members to construct homes, rentals, and apartments for them to be able to have homes, have passive income on the rental side, and of course, build generational wealth. Because generational wealth in Africa starts with the land, mostly. because we are not yet the level of AI and technology. So with Africa, generational wealth starts with land. If you don't have land, it's very hard for you to build generational wealth. That's why we also focus there. Then from there, we also have financial services and money markets. You as a new member, we have what we call, we have what we call target group fund. The target group fund has clusters. One, we are trying to help our members to build a saving culture, whereby we have a saving challenge where they start from 10,000, as small as 10,000. So you save 10,000 week 1, and 20,000 week 2, 30 in week 3, 40, 50, up to the last week of the year, which is week 52. And by end of the year, you will have saved about 13.78 million. But from MCS, your money will be earning interest, that is 15%. So once you religiously save that money, at the end of 52 weeks, you earn 15%. That means we will withdraw about 15 point something million. And once you earn that, then you'll be ready to invest in what we call BND. That is a billionaire next door. So BND, this is where people have graduated from the 52-week saving challenge, and they are able to collectively invest in GWC. So the 10 members come together, pooling 10 million to invest 12 million to invest 120 million, so that they're able to earn 25% without investment. So GWC means generational wealth creation, and with that, we are looking at generating passive income for our members. So you invest 120 million, you are able to earn 25% without investment, annualized, and with annualized, that means you are earning 2.1 million per month. So we are looking at, if you have 2.1 per month, you're able to live. And if you double that, that means you have 4.2. And that is what we are trying to build, by the way. For our members who have retired and those looking at retirement, of course, if you have moved with us for the last 10 years, or you are just moving with us this year, we are investing in land. That means you already invested in land. Maybe you have some pieces of land. You have also invested in maybe in farming. And now we also take you to that direction where we need you to be liquid cash, liquid rich, not cash, or cash rich, anyway, the same. So when you are liquid cash in retirement, trust me, you will be enjoying. Because we have realized most people make mistakes where they look at only assets. They are asset rich and liquid poor. And in retirement, you need a lot of money. You need cash flow. And of course, not only cash flow, that's where you start now having serious diseases, and you need a lot of money for emergency. Let's say you need to fly to India for operation and you need 100 million or 200 million. You can imagine if you have an apartment worth 1 billion, but you only need 200 million. A money lender will give you at 20%. By the time you come back, they will take your apartment at 200 million. But if you have 500 million MCS in JWC, and you needed 200 to go to India for operation, you just liquidate 200. You easily liquidate and you fly. You come back, you still earn passive income on 300, instead of money lender taking your apartment. But also, you may fail to get a money lender to give you that money, or a buyer to buy your apartment or land. You die and leave your assets. So the GWC is there to help our members who are in retirement and those looking at retirement to invest and live on passive income. Annualized passive income, but it's also an emergency fund for you to be able to help yourself in case you need to go for operation, you have a serious emergency and you need 100 million or 200 million. So those are some of the portfolios where you can invest, and I think the shares, for shares, you already understand that. The shares will have clusters. For the, if you needed to be on the board, maybe I can inform you that you need to invest at least 100 million with us. So you must be an elite member for you to be on our board. So I think that's all. Do you have any other question? Treasury bills? Treasury bills or retirement scheme? Okay. For retirement, because we are building generational wealth and our target group, corporates and working class, plus the aspirants, and we are focused on preparing for retirement and building generational wealth, we have a package or a scheme, the retirement scheme. I've briefly explained about it. We help our members to prepare for retirement, to have a retirement package. Most of you are earning that from NSSF or government gratuity and pension. But at MCS, we also help our members because we believe we have an informal sector where people are working in Chikubo where, and they may not be in a position to save with NSSF or they're able to earn from government, the gratuity and pension. But we can also help them to save little money for retirement. And this is retirement scheme, MCS retirement scheme, where you save at least 100,000 monthly, which earns you compounding interest of 12.47%. So when you compound that for at least 10 years, you earn 100% return on investment. If you invested 100,000 monthly, by end of 10 years, you have invested about 24 million. But courtesy of compounding interest, you earn double of that, maybe more than 50 million. You have saved 24 million, but you earn 50 as your package. Why are we doing this? We're doing this because when I look at you all, none is able, I think all of you are able to invest at least 500,000 monthly. So if you invested 200 monthly, that means you have invested about 50 million by end of 10 years. So if you compound that to 100%, you get 100 million. But my prayer is if you invested about 500,000 monthly, how much will you earn end of the year? Because every year you are saving about 6 million. So 10 years, you have about 60. So if you convert that, you have, if you multiply that, you get 120. And if you invest that in our GWC, you're able to earn about 2.1 million. That's what we're building. So if you earn 2.1, I believe if you have already constructed homes, you have paid tuition for your children, and you are in retirement, you don't need much, and the 2 million can help you survive. And you also have your 120 as liquid. So that one can help you in case you have any emergency of 50 million, 20 million, but also you earn passive income. So that is why we are doing that. And with that, I think now we can go to the next program. I know some people came for their titles, but I've only seen a few. Who has come for their titles? I've seen only 3 from Katosi, 2 from Garuga. Where are people? Okay. Anyway, let me hand back the microphone to the MC to take us to the next program. Thank you.
Thank you very much, our MD, for this very wonderful. I think he has exhausted everything because by the time he finished, nobody had questions. And please note that this information, if in case you forget, we always cut out his communication and post it separately because normally it is information packed about the projects of MCS. So if you go to our YouTube channels, you can always look through all the speeches that he has given on all these functions, and you're able to understand more about this product. Most of the questions that you are asking, of course, he has answered them before, and he will keep answering these questions for as long as we are in this journey together. Anytime, any day, you can always ask on the group. You can get in any of the admin's inboxes, and you'll be able to get these answers. And maybe another reminder is that if you actually invest 1 million Uganda shillings in this school, you right away start earning your dividends with the next year, because you've not only bought shares into the school, you've also bought a share into MCS, and therefore all our other activities and investments, you're able to earn from them. So you may want to ask yourself, if I put money in this school, we are just breaking the ground right now, when shall I get my money? Don't worry. Or when shall I get my return on investment? Don't worry, we will start earning, because you are not just buying into a school, you're buying into the entire cooperative. And at this point, I think we are going to, I don't know whether the titles are ready. We can give out the titles. I was hoping that the rain would subside so that we can go outside and do the groundbreaking. We are doing an actual ground, we are breaking the ground for real. So, and do a groundbreaking ceremony. But in the meantime, maybe let me call the chairperson to take on the title giving as maybe the rain subsides, and then after that we shall do the groundbreaking.
Where we are going to celebrate some of the achievements of some of the members who have worked so hard and been so patient. Like I mentioned earlier, MCS has a scandal-free history. Our motto is collective investment, where people come together and start contributing towards the project. And the land project, members are given a particular period of time to pay slowly until they complete. And upon completion, we hand them over their titles. We have no incident where a client has completed their payment and the title is not given to them. So right here with me, I have several titles of about 4 estates. We have the Karuga, Lakeview estate titles. They are ready. So if there are members out there who purchased plots in these lands, you can come for them. We also have we have Nyanja, Chira Nyanja, the titles, phase 5, the titles are ready as well. And 2 other estates which I seem to have forgotten. But we have cross-checked and seen that there are a few members who are present to pick their titles in person. And I would like to invite some of our board members to come forward here. This is an important occasion. This is hard work. To get these titles is hard work for every investor. And our land, as you may be aware, we usually try to get land for not more than 50% of market value. So what you are holding as a title is like gold. Where you purchased it 20 million, you can sell it for 40 million and above. And if you give it a few more years, we can sell it for about 700% return on investment. So that is how we scout for our land. So board members, you're most welcome. Come and we give out these titles together. Some of you come. You want me to mention your names? Yes. Yeah? So you can come and help me with this handover session. These are for this person. So we are starting with Elite Homes. Now, Elite Homes is represented here by our wonderful investor. They have quite a number of plots that they have purchased, and we want to thank them and congratulate them. I'm sure she's a big-time developer, and she's going to develop all these estates in our. So you're most welcome, madam. Your land title is over here. Oh, land titles, no. She has about how many? There are quite a number. Let's give her a hand clap. Let us give her a hand clap, extend, and let her come next to you.
Let's appreciate our investor. She can even confirm if all of them are there, but we are sure, like I said, we believe in integrity. Everything is clean and fresh. These land titles come fully loaded with their their transfer forms. The next person is Mr. J.C. Wamala. Mr. J.C. Wamala is someone I'm always calling his name in all the projects. He's doing wonderfully. Let's give him also a hand clap. Congratulations, Mr. Wamala. Please receive your land titles from MCS. And thank you for investing with us and trusting us. And we wish you the very best. Happy Valentine's. This is a love that doesn't go wrong. This one is a love that does not break your heart. Plus your transfer forms fully signed by the chairperson and the signatories. The third one is Miss Mazoba Josephine. Josephine has sent a representative. You are most welcome. Congratulations. I will shake your hand. And then it will be handed over by the funds manager. Congratulations on behalf of Josephine. Thank you so much. We also have, okay, congratulations. Let's be happy for people, by the way. If you become happy for someone else, tomorrow the blessing will be on you. Congratulations and thank you so much. We also have our member of the investment committee, my wonderful friend, Miss Charity Vasima, Garuga project. We have an amazing estate overlooking the lake at Garuga. And on top of being part of our investments committee member, she's also a big-time investor and one of the top investors in real estate in this country. So she's always traveling abroad and inland, promoting MCS and also other real estate portfolios. Congratulations. This one will be handed over by Director Mark. Director Mark. Please hand over the title. Of course, with my blessings and happiness. This one is a very good friend of ours, a very hardworking lady. We really appreciate her. Thank you so much. The envelopes. Are there more envelopes here? Give us the envelopes. Who? Both of them. All right. Agnes was a bit heartbroken. She was not seeing her name. Your land titles are here. Please come forward. She's right here. Please, you're going to receive them from her. Me, I will tap the blessings. Handshake here first. Okay, with you first. Okay. Thank you so much for investing with us. Congratulations. Congratulations. Our managing director or our surveyors or our funds manager or the company secretary or the chairman, and you will be directed to how you can receive your land title. All of them are available, kept under lock and key in our safes, so that is good. So your share certificate also acts similarly to a land title. It is a very big asset. That's why we said we are going to give each member who has purchased shares a share certificate, and they are transferable and you can liquidate them at any time. Thank you so much. I think we straight away go into the next, or should I wait for Madame Duffy to invite us? You can now come and take us through the next segment where we are going to happily, with all of you together. This one, we cannot do it alone. Let us lay this foundation stone the groundbreaking ceremony. We can do it, huh?
Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go. There we are. So congratulations. We have broken the ground for construction. Huh? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I want to once again welcome you to this groundbreaking ceremony of MESU Academy, a futuristic school that will be offering the IB curriculum, the UNEB curriculum, and the Cambridge curriculum located here in Chanja Kungu. It is an international school that will be earning members who invest in this project passive income and building for generational wealth. So on this wonderful day, 14th of February 2026, we are privileged to launch this school in this community to also contribute to government of Uganda's education needs. Then you clap hands. Eh? Your videos are going to be, you are launching a multinational thing. So congratulations to MCS, the board and management of MCS. Congratulations upon this wonderful milestone, and we wish you many years of success in MESU education from 2026 onwards. Thank you all investors for making it, and this is dedication and showing that MESU is going forward in its investments, diversified investments, and growing its portfolio to continue earning members passive income and growing generational wealth. Thank you so much. Now that is better. Now that is better. Yes. Eh?
Guys, you're going to say MESU Academy, everyone will say excelling together, okay? MESU Academy.
Excelling together.
MESU Academy.
Excelling together. So I encourage all of us not to miss this opportunity to be an owner of the school. Whether you are already a shareholder, please see that you can increase your shares. This is a project that is going to be earning in millions of dollars. We want you to be part of that cash flow. So whether you have a share already with MCS, let's all look at increasing the number of shares. Right now, it might be a little difficult, it might be painful, but trust me, 1 year when you start getting the dividends, you'll start smiling and thanking yourself for the wonderful decision. So at this juncture, again, as part of the last or the second last event, we are going to cut the cake. Members, you can tap the one next to, if you cannot hold their hand. Okay. So we are going to count from 5 with a lot of energy, and then at the 1 we shall say MESU Academy at 1, because we are now beginning our 1-year journey. Are we together? Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. MESU at 1. And then you'll be happy. And then you'll be happy. So thank you so much. Let's have our team assist us with the distribution of the cake. At this point, we can officially now start the partying for Valentine's Day as we celebrate our school project. And we are congratulating and celebrating our wonderful Madame Vicky. First of all, it is a special occasion because she is our Investor of the Year. And what makes her Investor of the Year is, ensuring that she purchases at least one of these products in each of our portfolios that we put out there. So in this particular one, we are handing her titles, 2 titles to be precise. 2 titles because she purchased 2 plots in our Garuga Lakeview estate, one of the most premium estates that we have. The land overlooks the lake and it is very, very beautiful. So we congratulate you, Madame Vicky, Thank you for continuing to support MCS, and we are happy that whatever you are purchasing is going to earn you hundreds of % in return when you do sell them at some point, or you keep it for generational continuity. So we are very happy that you, even at your age, she's a retired lady, one of so these are for the 2 sons, you can see. So she's already preparing for generational transition. So we thank you so much, madam. Maybe you can say something. There's a microphone here which I can put on you. You can say something. Yeah. We are excited. We are very excited. Yeah? These board members should even dance, I think. Yes, yeah.
I thank you so much, Chairman.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, the MCS group. And I'm proud to belong there. And I'm inviting everybody to be part of us, because this is the best that we have in Uganda.
Correct.
And management is very transparent. There's a lot of integrity here.
Yes.
When you join MCS, you'll never regret. That's why I'm here.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for those kind words. And let us not forget that our dear boss here is actually living in retirement, but still making very valuable investments. So even you who's out there, don't wait to get to retirement. The best time to join was today, was yesterday, but the next best time is now. So make sure you join this group and Chiyamba Gwe. These are your properties, they help you. For us, we just support you and help you to get to this. So please join, and we wish you the very best.
Investor of the year.
Yeah.
And
But you didn't furnish those things of investor of the year. You did.
We invite especially the young generation, because what we are doing here at MCS, or what is being done here at MCS is for generations. So when you are young, in 10 years or so, you will be the millionaire or billionaire of the time. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for believing in us. We are so grateful. Thank you so much. Thank you.